Okay, this may be a little awkward. I'm like standing up now, and I've not done this before. My apartment's a disaster. But I want to tell a story, and it involves a little bit of movement. So, sorry, I'll preface this. Every year, I'm in the marching band, so every year we have like an end-of-year banquet where we all dress up, and there's like a big award ceremony, and it's kind of a big deal, if you know what I mean. And this is the first year that I got to go as a boy. So I was like, this was around December, so I was like, I really, really need a suit. I don't have any nice guy clothes that I could wear, and I mean, for the past 3 years I'd been wearing a dress to everyone, and it was really, really awkward, and I mean, it looked good, but it was very awkward. So my girlfriend and I had to sort of take up the task of going out and buying a suit. And we decided to go to the men's warehouse, the first time I'd been at a place like that. And we walked in one night, and they came over to us and was like, hey, what do you need? And like, I need to get my first suit. And they really didn't think anything of it, of course. We walked in, they're like, we only have these couple over here in your size, because I'm pretty short and small. So what they needed to do was fit me for this suit. So I had to go try it on. My girlfriend's standing there the entire time, like in the back, sort of. And as I'm trying it on, and getting measured, you know, in my girl pants and like short t-shirt, and nobody's questioning anything. So congratulations to me, I guess, right? They're talking to my girlfriend, and she's like, this foreign woman, Russian or something, I don't know, is measuring my sleeves and doing all this, and turns to my girlfriend and goes, what do you think, should we, roll the cuffs up and just leave him, you know, because, you know, when he grows a little, you might need to let him out. And she just starts laughing, and it's like, oh, he ain't growing any, trust me. So, after that, another question being posed about, you know, how old I am, and I was like 21, and, you know, people were really surprised, and then my girlfriend asks the woman, how old do you think I am? And she goes, oh, you look very young too, 18, I think. And it was pretty obvious from the way this conversation was going that they thought she was my mother, and that was very, very awkward. Although at the same time, being able to completely pass when someone is measuring your waist and like looking at you, you know, when you're like this, it's pretty cool. I was really happy about it, leaving there. But the hardest part about this whole thing, even after getting that and making a serious investment with the kind of money I spent on this suit, was finding shoes. I went to so many different places to try to find a reasonably priced pair of shoes, and thank God I was able to find a pretty nice 6.5 or 7, I don't remember, 7 at Payless, for like $30. But fuck that. So the day approaches, and I have everything. I ended up borrowing a tie and belt because I just ran out of time trying to get them. And I'm getting ready with my friend. You know, we're taking a few shots beforehand, and we end up being late anyway. But I walked in there, and, you know, for the first time in my life, like, at a function where I had to dress up and do sort of, like, the whole I have to be formal and all this crap thing, I felt really comfortable. I didn't have to, at any point during this event, check myself, like, worry about what I looked like, worry about if I looked good or not, worry about what people were thinking. Because in my head, I already knew, you know, hey, goddammit, I look good, and right now I'm struggling with my sleeve, but I look good. And the first thing from my mind was that, and it was my appearance. Like, even though I had spent a lot of time on my appearance and making sure that, you know, I looked good for the evening, I really wasn't thinking about it. the part of me that had to express myself and be myself that evening, I didn't have to worry about being, like, I didn't have to worry about coming through anything. I didn't have to worry about whether people would see who I really am through what I'm wearing, because I'm wearing something that coincides perfectly with the person that I think I am. And nobody really made a big deal about it. People said to me, you look good, like, it's great, but it wasn't like, oh, wow, this is different, and you look good. It was, you look good in general. And that's awesome, right? It's awesome to know that I can go from such a dramatic, like, oh my god, this dress and makeup and hair thing, to a simple suit that says so much more about who I am. And to finally, after being in the band for so many years, to be able to be myself in front of everyone in the band. To not have to worry at all about how I'm being perceived, and being able to stand up in front of a group of people in this and give a speech and being able to hang out with people with this identity that's sort of been mine all the time, but people perceive as new. It was the greatest senior experience that I could have had, and I'm really glad I'll be able to come back next year and see what it's like. But again, I had a really good time, and I think this shows that, goddamn, right? What a suit can do. And that was my first suit shopping experience, and I don't know, hope I have many more fun experiences like that. Thanks. I'm masterfully awkward, aren't I?